What's up guys, notSuperMario here and welcome to today's video. So today I'm gonna watch Game of Thrones Season 7 episode number 3. But before I watch, I have to explain myself what I did. Well, I already watched the episode and I recorded the whole thing. But during the recording my microphone battery died. So I've got a lot of footage with me talking with no sound of me talking. So that's why I decided to edit the best parts of today's episode, well, episode 3 of Game of Thrones, and I'm now gonna do kind of a reaction to that, and I'm really sorry, it's gonna be weird. I'm sorry that it's not a live reaction, but like I said, microphone died during the recording, I didn't know, and I recorded till the end, and then I saw when I imported the stuff in the Adobe Premiere that there's no sound, and that was the reason why there was not any sound at all. So, like I said, reaction to the best parts or the important parts of episode 3 Game of Thrones Season 7. I'm sorry again, and now let's watch the best parts. So finally, Jon Snow and Tyrion,
the dwarf of Casterly Rock,
after a long, like what, 5 seasons?
Welcome to Dragonstone. Our queen knows this is a long journey. She appreciates the efforts you have made on her behalf. If you wouldn't mind handing over your weapons.
Be careful.
Of course. At some point, I want to hear how a Night's Watch recruit became king in the north.
As long as you tell me how a Lannister became hand to Daenerys Targaryen.
Long and bloody tale.
So nice to see.
To be honest, I was drunk for most
of it again, and new characters, of course, Daenerys and Jon Snow. Meet
My bannermen think I'm a fool for coming here.
Of course they do. If I was your hand, I would have advised against it. General rule of thumb. Stark men don't fare well when they travel south.
True.
Everybody dies.
But I'm not a Stark.
So I assume, my lord, you're here to bend the knee.
Finally together. Well, not yet together,
I am not.
But they see each other and talk to each other.
Oh. Well, that is unfortunate.
That was a great dialogue.
You've traveled all this way to break faith with House Targaryen?
Break faith?
It would be too long, but it was amazing.
Your father burned my grandfather alive. He burned my uncle alive. He would have burned the Seven Kingdoms.
My father was an evil man.
True.
On behalf of House Targaryen,
and it's nice that she acknowledged that.
I ask your forgiveness for the crimes he committed against your family. And I ask you not to judge a daughter by the sins of her father. Our two houses were allies for centuries. And those were the best centuries the Seven Kingdoms have ever known. Centuries of peace and prosperity, with a Targaryen sitting on the Iron Throne, and a Stark serving as Warden of the North. I am the last Targaryen, Jon Snow. Honor the pledge your ancestor made to mine. Bend the knee, and I will name you Warden of the North. Together, we will save this country from those who would destroy it.
The Lords of the North place their trust in me to lead them, and I will continue to do so as well as I can.
That's fair. It's also fair to point out that I'm the rightful queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
Are you?
By declaring yourself king of the northernmost kingdom, you are in open rebellion.
Look at them, cheering for Greyjoy. I have to be honest, this is making me hard.
My queen, please accept this gift on behalf of all of your loyal subjects in the Iron Islands.
Many great characters. Everybody gets Joffrey, Ramsay.
With Euron Greyjoy commanding our naval forces, and Jaime Lannister leading our armies, the sons and daughters of Westeros shall defend our country.
There's nothing quite like it, is there? The love of the people.
I suppose you wouldn't know. The same mob spat at my sister not long ago. And if you turn on us, they'll cheer to see your head mounted on a spike.
All yours.
I'd like to see that.
They're just like severed heads, really. Listen, if you have any advice at all, I would love to hear it. When we have an hour or two to speak as brothers.
Advice?
Does she like it gentle or rough?
He's a savage.
Learn the bomb. Not now. We'll talk later.
He's gonna kill him.
I never got to have a mother. But Marcella did.
Yep.
She was mine.
The door
And you took her from me. Why did you do that?
Paul is like...
You chose to murder my daughter. You must have felt powerful after you made that choice. Do you feel powerful now?
That was an awesome scene.
The thought of this lovely face cracking open like a duck egg.
She's becoming the
It's
mad
just
queen.
all right.
And that was awesome to see that she did exactly the same thing that Elaria said, something like that. I don't know what's her name. Did to Marcella. It was epic, crazy, man.
Qyburn, he is the cleverest man I know.
Such a great character.
Clever enough to learn what poison you used to murder Marcella. The long goodbye was that it?
The long farewell.
That's the one.
The reason I believe Jon Snow is because he's here. All of his advisors would have told him not to come. I would have told him not to come. And he's here anyway. You don't have to believe him. Let him mine the dragon glass. If he's wrong, it's worthless. You didn't even know it was here. It's nothing to you.
And of course,
I will allow you to mine the dragon glass and forge weapons from it. Any resources or men you need, I will provide for you.
It's gonna be really interesting to see who's gonna end on the Iron Throne. Because this is Game of Thrones, I think it's not gonna be somebody that we expect. I don't.
So you
I would
believe
really
me
like to
then
see
about the
Daenerys
Night
or
King and the
Tyrion
army
or
of the
Jon
dead?
Snow, but I don't. I think that it's gonna be somebody like.
You'd better get to
I don't
work,
know.
Jon Snow.
At the end, maybe
Lady
Jaime.
Sansa, at the gate.
Or, I don't know, Littlefinger. That's sneaky. And Bran is back, of course. Finally, the Starks are coming back together. Arya is going to Winterfell. Bran is now here. Sansa is here. Jon, well, now he's in Dragonstone. He was here. It's so great to see something good for Starks.
Does it hurt?
A bit. Less than before.
The infection no longer appears to be active. Unusual. Unlikely.
Jorah probably is gonna go.
One could
now
almost
back
be
to
forgiven
Daenerys.
for thinking that the entire upper layer of diseased skin was debrided, and the underlying region treated with some sort of unguent.
Don't know anything about that. I just started feeling better. I assumed it was the rest that did it.
Yeah, of course. It wasn't the surgery that Sam did.
And so it begins. They will face the bulk of the Lannister forces. They will be outnumbered. They will have less armor and fewer weapons. But my sister's armies fight for her out of fear. The Unsullied will be fighting for something greater. They will be fighting for freedom and the person who gave it to them. They will be fighting for you. That is why they will triumph.
That was epic.
I think we're done here.
How will it happen?
It was so sad
Cersei
to
had
see
several
Olenna
ideas.
go.
Whipping you through the streets and beheading you in front of the Red Keep.
She's such a badass.
Flaying you alive and hanging you from
Was
the walls of
a
King's
badass.
Landing. I talked her out of those.
But it was kind of a great way to go for her because of this line.
I'd hate to die like your son, clawing at my neck, foam and bile spilling from my mouth, eyes blood red, skin purple. Must have been horrible for you, as a king's guard, as a father. It was horrible enough for me. A shocking scene. Not at all what I intended. You see, I'd never seen the poison work before. Tell Cersei. I wanted to know it was me.
That was kinda a win for Tyrells, even though they lost the land and she died, Olenna died. So good. So yeah, that was the whole episode. Well, not the whole, the best parts in my opinion. The dialogue between Daenerys and Jon Snow was longer, and I couldn't just put it whole in this reaction video just because it was too long. But the whole meeting was awesome. It's really nice to see those characters interact because they never interacted so far. Tyrion and Jon, they interacted in the first season, and then till now they didn't. And it was awesome to see that. Olenna died, so sad to see that, but it was in an awesome way. It wasn't in a brutal way like Game of Thrones knows how to do it, but it was in a good way. She told Jaime what she did, and it was awesome. Sand snakes are dead. And yeah, Daenerys's plan to get to Westeros, to get King's Landing, so far it's not working really good. They lost the ships. They got Casterly Rock, but it wasn't how they planned it because a lot of Lannister forces were not there. So yeah, it's not looking good for Daenerys now, but she's got dragons, and Jon Snow and Daenerys can work together and will work together, I'm sure of it, in the next episodes. We are, what, 3 episodes in, so 4 episodes left in this season, then we've got another season, the last season. But yeah, I'm again really sorry about what happened today with this video, because it wasn't a live reaction. It is not as genuine as it should be, but I hope that you still enjoyed it. Tell me in the comments down below what you think about this episode. Have you enjoyed it? What was the best part? Are you sad that Olenna went? Bye-bye. And yeah, tell me just everything, what you think about this episode. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, hit that subscribe button, share this video all over the place, and I see you next time. Bye!